Well, I don't think a person should always be happy with themselves, especially because almost all of us are doing horrible things to other people, and we're doing things that don't even fit up with our own values. We're doing things that we don't always think fit in with our own values, and I'm doing those things. And that's, kind of looking at the person in the mirror and really taking a hardcore evaluation, a look that's beyond yourself and your self interest and your limited understanding, and saying, what should I be doing that I'm not? And I'm going to tell you something right now that I'm doing that's wrong. And I hope that encourages you to think about your own life and how you're abusing other people or those around you. This is a very specific case, and that is that I'm abusing my dogs. I have a commitment to my dogs. They're on my team. They're on my security team. They're my buddies. They're the most loyal beings you can imagine. We have co-evolved with dogs. I love the relationship that humans and dogs have, or can have. They don't always do a good job at it. The dogs do pretty fine, but the humans are often lacking. In this case, I'm going to pick one of them. It's the one right up there. See that little tiny dog? Hey, not you. No, you. That's a little dog that doesn't weigh very much, but all of them need help, really. And I'm going to help them. I'm going to fix these fuckers up. And they're fine. I mean, they live in a dog heaven. They run around. There's no fences. There's no cars in most cases. They think I'm God. I'm great. But am I a good God or a bad God? And the little one up there I was noticing has fleas. And I do have stuff sitting on the counter in my kitchen that I could put on her back, and that would get rid of the fleas. It's some kind of red liquid I bought from a vet that unfortunately has moved away. But there's stuff that I can do to get rid of the fleas. And of course I could bathe my dogs, which I don't do because they're forest dogs. And my general philosophy is, fuck them, they'll live, mostly. And they do eventually die of something, not always old age. They're not apartment dogs. This is hardcore living, the way I live. And so this dog has fleas, and it shouldn't have fleas. And so, as a dog dad, a person who owns them as dog slaves, whatever is going to offend you, just focus on that. It's always funnest if you focused on what's going to offend you the most. I'll just keep saying shit till I offend you. It'd be fun. I have some relationship with these beings, and I would like it to be positive. I want to be a good person. So I know that this dog has fleas, and so I should fix that. Now, I have 5 dogs, and then there's 2 others that come around, and then I visit some other people who have... Actually, I visit a guy right now with 5 dogs, and I don't want them to all share the same diseases and stuff, right? Because there's something else. It's worse. This gets worse. It's a horrible video. You can just think I'm Satan if you want. Aren't I cute? See, Satan is beautiful. I did say that in some other video. The dog... If when the dogs poo as you're walking along the trail, you look at their poo because you're trying to evaluate the health of your dog. And several of the dogs, including the smallest one, who's the weakest, in some sense, they have tapeworms. They have parasites, and so I really need to set up a schedule, an annual schedule, of probably twice a year. I mean, I try really not to worry about this stuff. I don't even take care of me. I don't even go to the doctor. Like, when I have a problem, I don't go to the doctor unless it's like broken legs or something. I just see if I die or not, and I usually get better. In fact, 100% of the time, I've gotten better. But there's some suffering involved, and occasionally things have gotten bad enough. It used to be that every few years I'd go to the doctor for some medicine I needed for a thing that occurs. So it's not like I'm taking great care of myself, okay? So don't call me a dog abuser. I'm a being abuser. I treat myself worse than my dogs, so don't be too much of an asshole, judging me. And my dogs have awesome lives. But that little one up there is kind of special to me. And she seems weak. And I was so worried when I first got her that she would die. She didn't die. Now I love her. And I don't use that word ever. But she's just such a cutums. I mean, look at this little baby. I don't want to abuse this little baby. She's so smart and good. And aren't you the best dog? You the best dog? Who's the best dog? Are you the best dog? No, you're not the best dog. It depends on your point of view. Anyway, so this dog, I gotta give her deparasiting, defleeing, which could go along with baths, but oh my God, bathing the big dogs would be a pain in the ass. They're not used to it. I could build an entire dog bathing location, and that would actually be great. I mean, I could build a space in which there was warm water that they played in that had stuff in the water, not toxic shit, right? Because I don't want to dump a lot of toxic shit on my dogs, but was very not flea friendly. I mean, I don't know if I have to grind up garlic or some weird shit and put it in the water to get rid of these flea vampires. And I could put rosemary on their beds, and there could be a whole strategy for how to get better than I am being. Because I'm telling you, I'm a bad person. And that's what you should think about you. How are you being a bad person? It's not that you are a bad person, but you're acting badly. Let's change that phrasing, okay? I apologize. Whatever. You're not acting in the way that is the best for people around you, beings around you, or perhaps even for yourself, because you and other people are very connected. And so if you're hurting other people, or if you're even not playing a good part in society, then you're doing something bad. I'm avoiding trying to say you're a bad person. Although if you really add it all up, and if the majority of your actions are all bad, then you are a bad person. Like if you're just a slave to the government, you're just a house slave, oppressing other people around the world or in your own community, we can just kind of sum that up to you being a bad person. So if you are a bad person, if that's the summation of you, reasonably, rationally thinking about it, then stop the fuck doing that, because you're actually hurting yourself. If you hurt other people, you're hurting yourself. Even if you're richer, even if it makes you richer and better to steal from others or to abuse them, you lose. So, I want to die with a smile on my face, and I want to think that all my dogs had happy lives. And I would say right now, I would, in the court of Brian, I'm not supposed to say my name. In the court of me, I would say I'm doing something I consider evil in not taking proper care of my dogs. And, I could complain that I don't have enough money or something. But, I have a beer. And so for the price of some beers, I could buy some medicine for the dogs. And I could put it on the calendar. It has to be organized, which I don't like doing because I'm kind of chaotic. But do I want this little puppy to have both fleas and parasites? And the answer is no, I don't want that at all. It's terrible. And she's fine. She doesn't care. She doesn't even know. But, it could kill her if I don't do these things. I could even get her a vaccination for heartworm. She got one of those when she was a puppy. All my dogs get one vaccination when they're puppies. I adopt them. They're all rescue dogs. And I could, guys weed whacking over there. She's such an important part of my life, and I think so. I'll fix that. Just so you know, I will fix that. I will do the things I'm supposed to do. I will put it on my calendar. I will deflea and deparasite all my dogs, and that's also to help my neighbor who has dogs, because I don't want my dogs passing parasites to them. And dogs are disgusting beings. They're checking each other's butts out all the time. They do a lot of face kissing, licking stuff. Dogs are, not exactly disease free. They're good at passing disease around, just like humans are. Humans are very good at passing diseases around. And they got to get that shit in control too, because that's not a good thing. So to sum up, look in the mirror, figure out your own life, be a good person. I'm just being honest with you in an evaluation of myself and realizing one way out of very many in which I'm a bad person. I'm sorry. I really want to rephrase that. I'm acting as a bad person. I don't think I'm inherently bad. I think I'm acting in a bad way. And if all of us go through the 100 ways we're acting in a bad way, and we can fix 80 of those, suddenly we all get to live in a better world. We have better relationships. We have better relationships with our society around us, our towns, our communities, our families, our environment. And that's the big win. Taking some personal responsibility, doing the things you're supposed to do by your own standards. Nobody's forcing you to do it. Nobody's forcing me to be nice to my dogs. I want to be nice to my dogs because they're my good buddies. They're important for my survival. And I have taken a responsibility over them just like a parent does to a child. If you have a child, you have a responsibility to up your game and be a better adult, to be a better human. And what that looks like for you, I'm not going to judge. Raising children is a very hard task. It's a lot harder than raising dogs. And raising dogs is also somewhat difficult to do well, especially in a crazy forest environment where they are strong. They're not apartment dogs, These are great dogs. So anyway, good luck to you. That's just some pre-advice from me. Get what you pay for. Take what you want. And good luck to you.